It's Alex. Not too much going on. I know it's been a really long time. I haven't really done anything significant with my weight. It's been kind of stagnant. I've been kind of in a slump lately. Just in general. Work's been kind of crazy still, so hasn't really been conducive to after work activities or much, Not usually getting home till like 8 or something, and by that time I'm really hungry. Got a letter in the mail from tax people that says I owe them $581 local taxes. It's not like a demanding letter, it's just kind of like an invoice or whatever, basically, pay this to us. But that's $600 fucking dollars. I don't have $600. I actually, bank account was super low today when I checked it out. Had to transfer money out of our savings because it was so low. Don't know, part of the perils of only getting paid once a month. It's you pay a bunch of bills at the beginning of the month, and then whatever you spend, you just, Becky gets paid throughout the month, twice a month, but it's not, but anyway, so yeah, there's that stuff. That was the lighter stuff. I don't know, I'm still kind of in shock. I found out my buddy Garrett Parks from high school. I'm still, I don't know, probably partially in denial of the fact, but also the only real word I've seen is a couple people posting on Facebook about it. People that I don't know that apparently he knew, but he apparently passed away today. They said it was, I asked two of the people, they said it was cardiac arrest. I don't know, they didn't know much about it. I don't know much about it. I can't really find out anything about it. I don't have his dad's phone number anymore. I used to because I DJ'd his wedding. But I don't have his phone number anymore. Can't really figure out anything about it. I can't even really verify that it's actually true. I talked to another buddy who lives out in Altoona that we went to high school with, Jesse, my buddy, and he was basically in the same boat I was. Didn't really know what was going on. Didn't really have any real information or anything like that. I mean, I would assume if it was some horrid prank or something that Garrett would have set it straight or something. So, I don't know. It's really weird. I think there's one other person from high school who's passed away. I wasn't really close to him, or I barely knew him really, and all I really remembered about him was that he was kind of a jerk to me. So it didn't really hit me, and he died of had problems with drugs or something. I don't remember exactly, but Garrett, he was like my buddy all through school. I didn't think I was taking this that hard. It is bugging me though. He was my buddy all through school, He stayed over several times, would stay a whole weekend and stuff after we got out of school, because he lived out in Johnstown, so he'd come back, stay here for the weekend. We'd hang out, do stuff on Saturday, go do something, and then Sunday we'd get up, watch some TV or something, and then he'd leave, and sometimes he'd I don't know, there's just he was one of my groomsmen at my wedding. And he stayed at our house stayed at our apartment after the wedding. Like, Becky and I were in a hotel, and Garrett went and stayed in our apartment. I remember I don't know, I feel like I should tell a funny story about him or something. I don't know, like, I remember that night, the night before, the wedding, Becky was somewhere else, I think. Maybe her mom's or Lacey's, Jamie, I don't know, somewhere. She was somewhere else, and Garrett and I were in the apartment. It was a 2-story townhouse. He was sleeping on the couch downstairs, and I was sleeping in Becky and I's bedroom upstairs, and I heard, like, crashing around and stuff downstairs, and it was like 3 a.m. I'm like, what's going on down there? I was like, Garrett, are you alright? And he's down there like, yeah, just trying to figure out what to do with my beard. Like, so it was like 3 a.m. before the day before my wedding, or the night before morning before my wedding, I guess, and Garrett and I were downstairs Googling, like, beard styles, and, like, for him to shave his beard in different, like, you know, in a stylish pattern or whatever, and he ended up, I think, just shaving it off because he didn't like what he ended up with. But yeah, I don't know what to make of it. I don't remember how old he was. I think I feel like he was just slightly older than me. I don't remember. I know he was right around my age, which is kind of scary. Since it was like, I mean, it sounds like it might have been a heart attack at some, you know, I mean, that's terrifying. I mean, I'm not a skinny guy, and I mean, I was healthy for 2 fucking years or whatever, and then I started going downhill again, health-wise, you know, I mean, general health, not like anything serious that I know of, at least, but I mean, general health-wise, I mean, I could be in the same fucking boat. I mean, I'm not, I don't want to scare anyone. I'm not trying to scare anyone. It's just like, these are the thoughts that are running through my head. You know, like, I know just because it happened to him doesn't mean it's going to happen to me. You know, like, but I also know that I need to take better care of myself. And I need to, Garrett and I kind of fell out of touch these last couple years, and I regret it at this point, obviously. But I like I said, I talked to Jesse, and he and I agreed we're going to keep in touch better and stuff, because, you know, life's too short, obviously. I don't know. It's tough. It's really weird. Didn't think this would happen, you know. I don't know. I'm assuming they'll have something for him, definitely going, whatever it takes, and wherever it may be. I don't know. I wish I had a way of, I wish I knew his dad's phone number or something. I'm sure, you know, he probably wouldn't help to hear from me anyway. I mean, probably wouldn't make any difference. Kind of a shitty situation to be in as a father. That was a bad way to put it. I feel like that was kind of insensitive to say. I don't mean it. I didn't mean any kind of like negativity there. It just, I don't know. I don't know what I'd say to him other than, I'm so sorry for your loss, and if there's anything I could do, you know, let me know. Garrett was a great guy, guys. Just know that. I don't know what else to say. I have a lot of thoughts going through my head, none of which are actually, full thoughts. It's all just kind of weird, like, jumbled mayhem. I just live your life like there's no tomorrow, because there might not be. I mean, when I was still, like, only like 20% sure that anything had happened to him, because there were only like 3 people that had posted on his wall, I'm familiar with the internet. There's a lot of shitty stuff that goes on, so I had no way of verifying that it wasn't some weird prank or something. Some awful prank or something. But, so I started looking down through his posts. He just posted last night at like 9:20. I think it was 9:23. He just shared something, I don't know, a picture or something like that. So, there's, I don't know. Like I said, it's been a long time since I talked to him. I don't know if anything happened, anything was going on that, like, that this was somehow indicated that something like this was coming, but I doubt it. Just because I everybody kind of seems to agree this was insanely sudden, and just that he doesn't, and he never really mentioned anything to anyone, it seemed like. So, like I said, we kind of fell out of contact. Jesse apparently did too. It sounds like Nicole had talked to him recently, but I think just about other stuff, just about, whatever, just a conversation, not anything serious. So, I don't know. It's really weird, and I don't know how to feel about it. Like Jesse said, take it as a lesson. Life is too short. Keep in touch with those you love. And do your best for your health. A lot of people say, a life without sweets or something isn't a life worth living, or whatever. I've heard people make that argument, at least. If they have to limit everything, then why would they, whatever. But you wouldn't be saying that if you... I'm not saying anything about Garrett. I don't know what state he was in recently. I don't know what... he was never, like, an unhealthy, seeming guy or anything like that. I just mean, it's scary because it was a heart problem. So it's, one of those things where anything you can do to prevent it, you should probably be taking those measures, and I'm, I am not immune to that, or not. That message is to me too. I don't know. I haven't been taking my weight loss very seriously the last 6 months or so. I think this might be... It sounds so self-serving. Bullshit. I needed a kick in the ass, and this would have probably been one of the last things I chose for somebody I know to die, for that to be the case, but I don't know. That said, I think I've talked on here before. No, I think that was on my gaming channel. Just about how I don't even really like to think about death, just because I really hope it's such a far off point that, like, at this point I don't have to worry about it, and I have a lot more things to worry about than dying. And I don't, like, there are people who say they're okay with dying and stuff like that, and I've got too much to do. I've got too much life to live. I don't want to. Again, I feel like I'm going down this road of like being selfish about it, and I'm not. I'm just I'm trying to empty my mind a little bit so I can sleep, because it's about to be midnight and I'm going to be trying to sleep. And right now, I was watching TV and I could only put, a little bit of my attention to TV because these thoughts were racing through my head. I don't know. I'm also going really long here. Just keep in mind that life is not something to be taken for granted. And it could be gone tomorrow. Remember that in every aspect of your life, and remember also that I don't know. Well, I'm going to try to meditate for 10 minutes or so. Have my mindfulness meetup tomorrow, so go hang out with them. We might have some more people, because there was an article in the paper about our group, and it was like right on the front page of the Leader Times. That's kind of cool. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Just take care of yourselves. And remember, life isn't something to be taken for granted. Garrett was a great guy. Just putting that out there, just to say it. Like I said, it's been a long time since I talked to him. Probably because I thought he'd be there when I wanted to chat with him again. So, thank you guys for watching. You guys are effing amazing, and I will see you soon.